It's not just a game, it's riverparishfootball.com. This week's highlights after this. Buckwalter Insurance Group has been serving the river parishes for over 20 years. With 8 licensed service and sales producers, the Buckwalter Insurance Group handles all of your insurance needs. With 3 convenient locations in Destrehan, Bootheel, and Kenner, stop by and get a quote. Or just call at 985-764-3833 and compare rates at Buckwalter Insurance Group. Hi again, everyone. riverparishfootball.com highlights now. Playoff-style quarterfinal action. 2 teams alive as we bring them to you from the Buckwalter Insurance Group home studios here in Destrehan. I'm Eric Ritchie. Riverside in 2A, what a task against Curtis. In 1A, it was a familiar foe for West St. John, trying to get through Vermillion Catholic once again. We start with Riverside. The Rebels, winners of 6 of their last 7 games since losing to Curtis 59-0 back at the end of September. The Rebel captains, Evan Kirkwood, Jonquil Sanders, and Trent Fye, the senior leaders of this youth-laden football team. Love the way Riverside came out on the opening kick. Tyler Goche skies one deep. Now that's a live ball. Ja'Cory Haynes, he knows it, gets his hands on it, but can't come down with the rock. Great idea, though, Curtis ball. Patriots wasted no time to find the end zone. 3 plays later, it was Tevin Horton getting the pitch on the far sideline. There he is, down that sideline into 4th gear. 51 yards to the house, blazing into the end zone. Curtis led 6-0. Riverside's first offensive series, freshman quarterback Deuce Wallace moving the ball. Short passes like this one to freshman Brandon Sanders out of the backfield. Yeah, they're moving the chains. But Curtis, you know the Patriots make a living off feeding off others' mistakes. Richard Allen steps up and makes the interception here. 1 of 2 on the night for Allen, 1 of 4 on the night for Curtis. Patriots quarterback Patrick Morton had a big night all in the first half passing. 6 of 9, 216 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 of them to that guy. Malachi Dupree, that one from 34 yards out. Again, Riverside driving deep in Patriots territory. This, a 16-play drive, Deuce to another freshman. This one, the leading receiver in the River Parishes, that's Herb McGee. It would set up a field goal, and why not? Goche, yep, freshman, 26 yards out, and it's good, cutting the Curtis lead to 13-3. Another Patriots touchdown made it 19-3, but the Rebels fight back. John Curtis puts the ball in the field turf, and it's Brandon Ralzer, number 38, with the recovery, and yes, Riverside in business. Like the Patriots, the Rebels would turn it into points. Wallace out of the backfield, he finds Herb McGee. That's a 5-yard touchdown, 19-10. 7:24 left in the half. We've got a football game, but not for long. Curtis would score an amazing 35 points to close out the half in the final, 5.5 minutes? Sherman Batty scored a pair of touchdown runs. Morton, he'd throw a bomb to Dupree, also scored on the ground himself. And when the first half dust had finally settled, Riverside ran off the field trailing 48-10. It didn't get much better in the second half. A couple of Curtis touchdown runs gave the Patriots a 62-10 lead. Frustration on this night for sure. On the Rebels bench, James Sledge, he's not happy that the camera is capturing the emotion, so Sledge, the sledgehammer that is, he takes it out on the field. Watch this great defensive play. Richie George, he's going to force the fumble, and there's the sledgehammer with the recovery. Riverside's season would end on this night. 62-10 was the final, but after an 0-4 start, finishing with a 6-2 record to even things off at 6-6, and a couple of playoff wins to boot, not a bad effort at all for Riverside in the return of Bill Stubbs after a decade away from coaching.
We worked all week long on trying to prevent something like that from happening. You know, I'm not going to sit here and blame it on anything outside of the fact that I don't think I did the job that I needed to do. But, you know, in getting these guys to understand how this thing was, you know, there were going to be ebbs and flows. And, you know, I think that when we kind of dipped down in the valley a little bit, I think they stayed down a little bit too long. You know, and that's on me.
Well, I mean, I think what a game changer was when it was 10-19, and when they scored that extra touchdown. I think that changed the momentum, and I just think that we stopped believing. We didn't have faith no more.
Just a heck of a defense to have to go against.
It was. We started off driving the ball down, but made a couple mistakes, and they just made adjustments to our offense and stopped us in the second half. But we came out very strong, just like we wanted to, just made a couple mistakes that cost us.
Individually, Deuce Wallace capped off an amazing freshman year, just under 3,000 passing yards and 31 touchdown passes. Deuce, on this night, 23 of 42, 190 yards passing, a touchdown, and those 4 picks. Jonquil Sanders with 43 yards rushing. Time for us to take a break here from the Buckwalter Insurance Group studios. When we return, West St. John on a mission to return to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. How'd they do against Vermillion Catholic? Their highlights are on deck, but we remind you, call Kelly Buckwalter, 985-764-3833 for all of your insurance needs. Whether it's auto, home, life, boat, renters, motorcycle, even ATVs. Call Kelly Buckwalter and compare.
It's a whole lot better for planned service than it is for demand service.
That's why at Cajun Comfort, Electrical Air Conditioning and Heating, we've developed a unique umbrella for our customers known simply as
Comfort Club.
For AC units, it's the
ESA.
Energy Savings Agreement.
You get 2 cleanings a year. Also with that, you get a 15% discount on any repairs you may need, and you get priority service, which to me is the most important thing.
Comfort Club.
Which also includes
EPP. Electrical Protection Plan. We go through your panel and check all your breakers, check everything, make sure everything looks good. That way you don't have to worry about any kind of electrical fire in your home. Comfort Club.
And for your generators,
GMP.
Generator Maintenance Program.
We go through, we change the oil, we change filters. When a storm comes, your generator's up and ready to kick on for you.
We're what satisfaction is supposed to feel like, and we guarantee that satisfaction 100%.
Now's the time to call Cajun Comfort, Electrical Air Conditioning and Heating, and just ask for
Comfort Club.
Back to the highlights. West St. John at Vermillion Catholic, and the assistant coaches for the Rams were feeling it, and yes, so were the players.
Let me on my cave. Welcome to the jungle. Let me on my cave. Let me on my cave. Let me on my cave. Welcome to the jungle. Let me on my cave.
Rams were in a dogfight against the Eagles on the road to make it to the Dome last year. Not so much of a fight this year. Rams would strike first. Kylan Favorite, a touchdown run from point-blank range. But look at Robert Valdez, the West St. John head coach, intense. No let-up on this night. Austin Howard, a huge night for the Rams quarterback. Down the far sidelines, there's Timothy Nelson. He snuck behind everyone. Nelson goes 39 yards to the house, a 13-0 first quarter lead. Vermillion Catholic would answer with a touchdown on the kickoff return, but it was barely a speed bump for the Rams machine on this night. Howard scored a pair of touchdowns on the ground and really kept the Eagles defense honest. Howard, a big night in the air, avoids the rush and finds Keith Miller. Turns out to be a 14-yard touchdown strike on the night, 15 of 21, 231 yards, and 2 touchdown passes for the West St. John Junior quarterback. It was 27-7 at the half. Rams rolling in the second half as well. Howard, this time a little delayed draw right through the heart of the Eagles defense. West St. John led 34-7. Jeremy Jackson joined his backfield partner, Kylan Favorite, over 1,000 yards on the season. He also got into the scoring act on this night, the short touchdown, and that was that. 41-20, West St. John advances to the 1A state semifinal. They'll play Haynesville on Friday.
We stress to the kids on the road, to come out and start fast. They have a very explosive offense, and one thing that they need timing and they need to be able to have a rhythm. So if we come out real fast and press the tempo, we kind of try to take that away and we press them into trying to make some things and make some mistakes probably. But, handling the environment, handling the travel, these kids have, they've been through it. They understand the process and just being able to come in here and jump real fast. And it was ugly at the end, but I'll tell you what, I'll take it.
This game meant a lot because we know that it's hard to beat a team twice. When we come off from White Castle, we beat them twice. Then we got to come back here and beat We got to play them twice. So we know our coaches drilling our head to come off fighting and don't let up.
It's one step at a time. Like Coach always said, we got to climb the ladder, and take out every team 3-2-1 and go back to the Dome and win it this year.
When you're driving down the road and you hear this noise, what do? It's simple. You call LaPlace Glass at 985-652-4222. Give the make and model of your vehicle, tell them whether you're going through your insurance company, and let the professional staff at LaPlace Glass take it from there. Go ahead and relax. It's a painless process. LaPlace Glass. Give us a break. We'll fix it. Be sure to keep it right here to riverparishfootball.com all week. We'll keep you up to date and ready for the West St. John Haynesville 1A state semifinal showdown. We'll send our crew up there as well. We'll have the highlights for you in the game story as soon as we can post it. That will do it for now. Again, from the Buckwalter Insurance Group home studios in Destrehan, I'm Eric Ritchie. Thanks so much for logging on to riverparishfootball.com. It's playoff time in football all over Louisiana, and Brock's Automotive has got the spirit. Stop by our shop in Reserve for these playoff specials. An oil change with a 9-point inspection for $29.95. Rotate and balance most tires for $24.95. Radiator and heater flush, plus coolant for $49.95. Brock's Automotive with 24-hour towing service. From one generation to the next.